Hello, it's Chef Karla here in the Healthy Kitchen at Hilton Health, and today I am making Thai braised Brussels sprouts. These are so good. Anything negative you've heard about Brussels sprouts, throw it out the door. This recipe is where it's at. So what we're going to do is go ahead and start quartering our Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to cut the little bottom nub off, and then I'll cut that in half and cut the other piece so that we have quarters. We just want to break down the Brussels sprouts small enough so that we get a nice little crispy taste on them. Good caramelization will happen. And the more surface area on the Brussels sprouts, the more that yummy sauce will adhere. So I developed this recipe on the fly in a moment of need during one of our most popular events here at Hilton Health, an event called Two Chefs, Two Stations. So we had 3 secret ingredients, and I had 40 minutes to make a whole entree. And my secret ingredients were Brussels sprouts, coconut milk, and another protein. So this recipe came together just because it was really all that I had. And I'm so happy that it did, because this is one of my favorite preparations for Brussels sprouts. And now we're going to go ahead and chop some cilantro. The cilantro is going to add a really bright flavor to this end product. It's going to be so amazing with the peanut butter and that coconut flavor. However, if you're one of those that doesn't love cilantro, feel free to substitute parsley. That would be really great. Or believe it or not, fresh dill would be fun. If you get a few stems in the mix, no big deal, but definitely try to get as much of the leaf as you can. Then I'm going to bunch up this cilantro, and then I'll run my knife through it. And we'll just use the palm of your hand on the tip of the knife and rack through that fresh cilantro. Now that we've chopped our fresh cilantro, I'm going to go ahead and start combining everything. So I'm preheating a sauce pot at about medium-high heat. So I want the pan to get nice and warm. Then we're going to add our sesame oil. Sesame oil is just going to add a little bit more depth of flavor, which is always a bonus. We'll let that warm about 10 to 15 seconds until the oil really spreads itself out and becomes thin. Once your oil's warm, we're going to go ahead and add the quartered Brussels sprouts. So when I add the Brussels sprouts, I want to hear that big, awesome sound. The trick on this is to really allow those Brussels sprouts to sear. So I'm talking about 3 minutes, and then give it a stir. Don't touch it. Let it sit for about 3 minutes. We'll get really great caramelization, great color, awesome flavor. So be patient. It's been about 3 minutes. Our Brussels sprouts have really seared. I can kind of tell that they're about ready to be stirred because they're turning brighter green on top. A really awesome fragrant smell is coming from them, and I can see a little caramelization happening at the bottom of the pan. So let's give it a stir. Yes, look at that. So the most amazing thing about Brussels sprouts is when you get that really great crispy crunch on them. All right, these have cooked for about 2 more minutes. We've gotten another really great sear on this other side of the Brussels sprouts. I'm going to go ahead and start adding all of our ingredients to our sauce. So we'll just add one ingredient at a time. So I have a coconut milk. This is going to make them nice and creamy. Natural peanut butter. Curry powder. So curry powder is going to add a little bit of heat in the background, a little awesome sensation of spice, but not to overpower it. Then we'll add a pinch of salt and a little crushed red pepper flakes. And let's go ahead and combine. So now I'll turn the heat down a little bit to about a medium to low. And we're going to go ahead and place the lid on top so that the Brussels sprouts can cook all the way through. So they're going to really soak up that wonderful sauce we just added, and then it'll equally cook the rest of the Brussels sprouts. It's been about 7 to 10 minutes. My Brussels sprouts look great, so I'm going to go ahead and peek and see what's going on under there. They look wonderful. The water content in the Brussels sprouts has kind of come out of these and incorporated itself a little bit with the sauce so that this braising action was safe. So we didn't burn the bottom of the pan. That 7 to 10 minutes at a low heat was perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and just top with fresh cilantro and serve. These prepared Brussels sprouts will last for 7 days in your refrigerator. Just store in an airtight container and store in the refrigerator. Serve this with grilled chicken breast, something really simple, because these Brussels sprouts will have so much flavor, you don't have to spend time on the rest of your entree. I hope you loved the Thai braised Brussels sprouts. I hope to see you again in the Healthy Kitchen. Thanks for watching.